Welcome in everybody to another day of Eastern European action. We're going to start here. We've got two series today. I'm going to be taking the first, and then Hurry Freak will be jumping on to take the second series. It's going to be, to start us off, StoRm versus cybercats. There will be a stand-in for Team StoRm. It's going to be Dominic instead of Emptiness, it looks like, for the whole series. So, yeah, Dominic, I guess, in the off lane here, playing through for StoRm. We'll see how that's going to work out for StoRm, how well they're going to be able to do. Meanwhile, cybercats should be the full lineup: Dark Lord, Young G, DK Focus, Force Major, as well as Ducalis. Yeah, coming into this one, we can see both teams here. I mean, StoRm 2-2. Lost against Navi Junior as well as Moneymakers. Haven't played Navi Senior yet. Team Sexy as well as cybercats today still to play. And Team Cybercats, they have played and lost against Team Sexy, Navi Junior, and won against Team Sibe. So looking to pick themselves up their second victory here and climb the table. Cybercats and Trashka down there on 1 win in the table. We've got Sibe on 0-5, 0-10 in terms of games won and lost. Really not a good... I can't even say a good start because they've only got 2 series left against Moneymakers and Matrashka here for Team Sibe. Not looking good for them. Pretty sure one more loss. Do they play today? No, they played the last 2 days, okay, on the 26th and the 27th, yeah. So one more loss for them and they will be relegated to hell. It might even be that if Matrashka and Cybercats win a series... win 2 series before they play again. Cybercats obviously playing StoRm here. They've got now, well, maybe not beating Navi Senior, who are on a roll 4-0 in terms of series 1 and lost 8-1 in terms of games. But yeah, not looking great for Sibe. Matrashka and Cybercats need to pick some wins desperately to keep themselves in Division 2. StoRm a little bit more comfortable, 2-2, but not the most comfortable. You know, you still want to be picking up a win here today. Get yourself on that 3-2. Ride close with Navi Junior and Moneymakers on the 3-2 train. Meanwhile, Team Sexy playing 3-1. I like saying Navi Senior right at the top here, 4-0. Yeah, so that is pretty much the table. That's how it's gone so far. And again, if we see a win today from Cybercats, they will climb up into a safer position on 2-2 with StoRm. If StoRm win this one, they will be on the 3-2, right up there. And technically second place, so Team Sexy 3-1. Have a little bit of a better standing. If they do win all their series here, Team Sexy have Navi Senior left to play, StoRm left to play, Navi Junior left to play. So one team between StoRm and Team Sexy going to get an advantage from that when they play on the 22nd. Meanwhile, Navi Senior, like I said, coming through this one. Who do they have left to play? StoRm, Team Sexy, as well as Cybercats to go for a clean sweep here. They did drop one singular game to Navi Junior. Yeah, Navi Junior pushing them, I think, the furthest so far in all the series they've played. So it won't be a full clean sweep for them. You know, the 14-0 for them, it won't be that because they have dropped one game to Navi Junior. But they could still go for the clean sweep in terms of series 1 and lost. You know, that's what they're looking for here as we look to get ready to start game number 2 in a couple of minutes. Game number 2? Series number 1. I was looking at... I don't even know what I was looking at. But, yeah, getting ready to start the series in a couple of minutes. What else can we take a look? I mean, we can take a look at what Cybercats and StoRm have been playing through the series. StoRm, there has been the change. There's been the 7.33D, so we might see something different. StoRm opting towards like the Magnuses, the Pangoliers, in one draft against Matrashka. Techies, Pango, Magnus, as well as the Venomancer. So going for those utility heroes, universal heroes, excuse me, and then the Chaos Knight coming out there as well. But yeah, moving through, they haven't played... Oh no, they did. On the 17th, he played up against StoRm. So what did they go for? Juggernaut's coming out, Muerta's being played there. A Chen? Okay. Which, yeah, I suppose they do have Sneko, so Chen is a pretty big pickup for them. But apart from that, yeah, looking towards one of the first Broodmothers in the meta, it looks like, as well, on the 17th. But yeah, no, it looks like they're still trending towards those universal heroes, the meta heroes. Nothing a whole lot different. Meanwhile, Cybercats, when did they last play? On the 15th up against Navi Junior. So Tide Hunters coming out here, Nagasarans, Primal Beasts, the Abaddon Carrier, I do believe, as well. Still going for the Void Spirits, Bat Riders in all 3 games as well. I wonder if wonder if StoRm ban that out then, if they know that the Batrider is pretty popular. Because Batrider is popping up a lot. He's one of those super versatile heroes that, you know, he's being played in the off lane, in the mid lane, being played as both position 4 and 5. The only thing he's not doing is playing carry. So I wouldn't be surprised to see if that Batrider continues to trend like this. You know, just seeing first phase ban every single time. You know, one of those heroes like like Techies was in the last patch, like we saw Ench a couple of patches ago, that just it's so much of a pain in the ass that you're like, you know, and it's such a flex hero there as well that you can fit it into literally everything apart from carry. The team's just like, we don't want to play the guessing game around this. We don't want to be dealing with the hero in the game. So we're just going to remove it, as it looks like we are, again, getting ready. I think we're just waiting on maybe one of the casters. I'm in my slot this time. It's not my fault, at least this time. But yeah, no, it's going to be interesting to see how it's going to be played, because we've got StoRm, in terms of games won and lost, they've already dropped 4 games lost, and so has cybercats. So, you know, StoRm, it's just that they've picked up 2 more extra in terms of wins, but they have dropped as many games as cybercats. And we'll see how it is going to go today. If cybercats, if they are going to be able to pull it out the bag here, or if StoRm going to be moving up again further up the table. I would like to see, again, just something a little bit different, because we're getting a bit of a meta shift now. We're moving away from the Void Spirit being picked every game, the Magnus being picked every game. Still seeing like the Beastmasters coming out, the Ember Spirits, the Storm Spirits, the Techies, pretty much every game as well. But just Batrider, like I say, being either picked up, banned every game. But just, I'd like to see something different, you know, move away from the Pugnus. Move into maybe more LCs. Get some... I mean, the Crystal Maidens kind of dropped off as well. So we'll see just how they want to go around drafting this one. And yeah, what, if anything, they decide they want to just be taken away straight away as we get ourselves into the first phase. Will be the Batrider ban for StoRm, taking that one away, as the Timbersaw, the Broodmother, as well as the Doom. So the Medusa is still there. The Pangolier, Chen comes out, first pick here from StoRm. Okay, so cybercats, maybe they have a plan to play against it, but yeah, the Beastmaster, Pango still there. What else was I saying? The Techies is still here as well. The Morphling is getting more and more popular. Medusa, Pugnus, StoRm combo, if cybercats want to pick that as a 1-2 punch here in this 2-pick phase that they've got. So we'll see what cybercats really want to be going towards. In terms of the heroes, again, the Magnus really has dropped off in terms of a pick, because you'd see it pretty much ban out every single first phase before the 7.33D changes, and now it's just completely dropped off the face of the earth. You know, teams don't want to play, pick it up. They don't really rate the hero, I guess. I think it is still really strong. The farm speed for itself gets slowed down a little bit because of the change to the Empower, only giving you 50% of the buff. Obviously not as strong with the Agi change growth. Or Agi growth change. But it's still, I still think, still a pretty solid hero to pick. You know, I think what really made it deadly... Okay, yeah, the 500 damage on the right clicks did make it fairly deadly. But I think what really made it good, or what still makes it good, is the ability to just straight up buy a harpoon. You can do the same with the blink dagger, but the stats from the harpoon are nice, but just harpooning a hero out and then pulling them away with a skewer. You set that, it's a really easy combo to do. You set that one up, you get the pull back, you get yourself back into your teammates. It's not like you have to jump into 4 or 5 heroes, potentially get stunned up as well. The harpoon will drag both heroes closer to each other, so you meet in the middle and you just get that drag back. As the Darkseer will be banned out here, but cybercats going for the Lycan. Something a little bit different. And StoRm. Now, what does it play up against? Because you've got the wolves that are going to be a constant pain in the ass.
Radiant team ban.
Yeah, they ban out the Primal Beast, but on the other side, the Darkseer as well as the Anti-Mage goes. I wonder if they ban out the Shadow Demon here as well. Just thinking about the illusions coming through from the wall. Well, the Shadow Demon illusions are still really good against the Medusa as well. Disrupting the Medusa. Just, it doesn't ruin her. But, you know, you just turn those illusions back up against her.
5 seconds remaining.
So we'll see just what cybercats want to carry on banning out. Funnily enough, the Pugna wasn't the first ban here from cybercats.
Dire team ban.
As I say it, yeah, they take it away. But, you know, I'm surprised it wasn't the very first ban. The Primal Beast is getting stronger as well, getting back into the meta now that I want to say the big change was the Pulverize now goes through BKB, magic debuff immunity. What else changed with this hero though in 7.33? Was it just that?
10 seconds.
As the hit damage has been increased.
Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
Hit damage is now increased by 30, 50, 70 for the spell's duration. Okay. Bonus damage per hit, yeah, it adds up. But yeah, no, apart from that, 7.33D, no major changes to the hero, I do believe. So it is just now the fact that it
10 seconds.
it pierces debuff immunity, and it does a little bit more damage as well on the slams. So, getting back to the actual draft itself, as we do take a nice detour, nice sidetrack there. The Morphlin going to be banned out by StoRm. They take away the Beastmaster on Cybercats, but the Pangolier picked up here for Cybercats, so we're still going to see this Diff Blade Pangolier come out over Corrosion. Meanwhile, we'll be playing up against the Queen of Pain in the mid lane, and Quap was seen to have a really good time. Phantom Lancer comes out as well, so it's going to be the double Diffusal Blade coming out here for Cybercats. I think the Phantom Lancer is a lot scarier now that the changes have come out to the Medusa. Coming into the current meta, I feel like you can just, you know, you get that Diffusal Blade, you do what you do anyway, you overwhelm the hero. Split Shot's nice. The Mystic Snake coming out from the Medusa is nice, right up until the Phantom Lancer gets himself a heart. You know, he gets himself that Diffusal Blade, the Manta Style comes out as well for the extra stats, and you just get on top of this Medusa, and the Medusa's going to have a hard time getting away.
5 seconds.
But yeah, they do ban out the Shadow Demon as well here, still. Picking up the Spirit Breaker on the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain is going to be nice up against the Pango in the mid lane. The burst damage coming through from the Scream. You know, the trades that you can get from the Shadow Strike as well. Never really worries. I mean, you can get the Blink away unless you're hard locked down, which that's one thing Cybercats don't really have. They have the Techie's Blast Off, but they don't really have any hard lockdown. Rolling Thunder, okay, if it connects, but that's the point. You know, you're going to be able to get the Blink away as the Queen of Pain. And yeah, the Sonic Wave absolutely decimates the Pangolier as well, even through the Rolling Thunder. So let's see. StoRm. What is the final ban? Because it looks like it's going to be another support. So they take away the Undying. Good pick. Getting more and more popular, that shard now, with the Tombstone grab onto an ally. You know, just getting that panic save off. It is quite nice for 3 seconds as well. As a tide. Final ban here from Cybercats. Who do you really want to be taking up against this Phantom Lancer, though, in the off lane? Maybe...
10 seconds.
Because you want something with it, again, well, you've got to have the Spirit Breaker. I assume this is going to be Chen 5 with Sneko playing it. So yeah, maybe something with, again, just a bit of lockdown in the off lane. And probably not the Magnus, because again, it's not a hard stun. You do have some control with the Skewer. The Cleave that comes through, but obviously the Empower Cleave, a bit useless to the Medusa. LC, I don't think LC would be too bad here. You know, the overwhelming odds, just being able to do the AoE damage. You get the lockdown as well. Either onto the Pangolier, stop him getting the Rolling Thunder off, or onto the Phantom Lancer, stop him being able to get the Doppelganger away, and just create all these illusions that can run onto the Medusa then, with the duel. Yeah, I actually wouldn't mind that for StoRm. Sets up well with the burst damage coming out from the Queen of Pain once that Queen of Pain starts to rotate. Spirit Breaker gets a stun in, you know, charge Nether Strike into the LC, either blinking in or just being able to run up.
Legion Commander.
Holy shit, I'm a genius. Yeah, no, I really do like the LC pick here. It's got the actual, you know, the cleave on the illusions for the lane. Once they start to be picked up, you do have a lot of sustain coming out there as well, but the Ench being picked up for Cybercats. Okay. Out of the two lineups, I mean, you never give Seneko the chance. That's just, that is a rookie mistake. But Cybercats benefiting more. They feel banning out the Timbersaw as well as the Broodmother. Yeah, the Medusa is still pretty scary. Dark Lord could be able to deal with it, but I think the LC kind of has his number in the lane and around those fights. So Cybercats will see if there's going to be any quick rotations in to maybe get some early aggression onto Dominic in the lane. As I'm looking at the two, I think I prefer the StoRm lineup just a little bit. You know, it's a little bit harder for me to separate it because, again, the teams are pretty close in terms of quality. So it's going to come down to who executes better. I think in terms of heroes, just on paper, I have a slight preference, like percentage-wise, 55% StoRm, 45 towards Cybercats. Going to be down to how they execute as well. You know, they could get really good. You've still got the Pangolier to worry about once he gets that Diff Blade up as well. That Krilliat's going to lose all of his mana that way, or most of his mana that way. But the only way to find out how it's going to go is to get into the game, and we are going to get into the game after this word from our sponsors over at EGB.
Bet on esports, bet on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600, cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
So, here we go with the first game of the first series here. Again, will be a 2-series day. I'm taking you through the first one, and it's going to be Hurry Freak to take you through Na'Vi versus Team Sexy. Na'Vi looking to just carry on their winning streak. Yeah, we see the odds. Cybercats slight favorites. But for the most part, it's not too far apart. Like, yeah, one whole unit between the two of them. So we'll see how it really will swing out here. Lycan, gonna be a little bit slow out of the gates and out of that base. Wards are already down as well. Don't think we're going to see any first blood attempts from either side. You know, they're just trying to get these wards down, get themselves the vision. Trying to play around where they can. And yeah. We even get a pause. You had that on the Dota bingo card. Give it a scratch off. Packet loss. Ah, okay. We'll give him a pass. Yeah, hopefully just a quick reset. We'll settle it down. Need internet switch. Okay, hopefully it'll only be a couple of minutes when we do get the switch. In the mid lane, we're going to be seeing Youngji coming up against the Queen of Pain of Nikki Cool. I think the Queen of Pain wins this one. I'd be interested to see where the rotations are going to come from. Spirit Breaker can rotate in. Chen, not really a rotate in kind of hero. Meanwhile, on the side, the Ench with the slow, but the blink comes away here, so you have to rely on what? A blast off for the lockdown? Or Nikki Cool just having it on cooldown? Because, like I say, there's a lack of hard lockdown on the side of Cybercats. Maybe you get the Ench rotated in with the Centaur, but again, the Centaur, he's slow, he's meandering, the Queen of Pain's going to see it. As long as he's got the blink off cooldown, should be able to use it and get himself away. Up until the Pango gets himself a Basher. Like, probably doesn't even get himself a Basher till, what? Over Corrosion, Diffusal Blade, maybe a Blink Dagger in there as well. And then maybe the Basher before a BKB. Though the Shard's still going to be pretty important as well for the Pangolier. For the roll-up. Probably goes for an Ag Scepter as well at some point. So it's a big shopping list for Youngji. And yeah, I don't know where the bash is going to lie on that. Meanwhile, Krilliat, a couple of mangoes queued up. Just for the early sustain. On the mana. Already got himself the wand right out of the gate.
Was that intentional? It looked intentional.
Again, hopefully the Lycan not too far away from reconnecting. Yeah, and Sneeko,
Не могу, я не
I mean, what have they got in
понимаю.
terms of lockdown inside of StoRm? They've got pretty much everything in the Spirit Breakers kit. LC with the duel as well, so it's not really a heavy lockdown lineup for either team here. Again, the Chen's going to be able to wander in, maybe with a Centaur, maybe get the Tomato to get the clap off. But for the most part, it is fairly lockdown light on both sides. I mean, the Spirit Breaker is going to be probably going to be the initiator on the side of StoRm. So relying on him, probably then go for the blink in from the... No, probably go for the blade mail first on the LC. So looking at getting, the Spirit Breaker to initiate and then the LC to follow up with the blade mail. Blink probably after that. Although if both 1Js as well as Nikki Cool rotates, as soon as that Sonic Wave screams up for the Queen of Pain, could get a good rotation out. And the LC, you get quick duels that way. We'll see how they want to play it out. In terms of team fighting, I mean, the Ench is going to be able to steal away the creeps. 7 minutes of pause time left. Okay. Yeah, Ench is going to be able to steal away the creeps from the Chen in the middle of the fights. You've got the semi-core build from the Ench probably coming out anyway, so you were looking at Dragonlance, Moonshard building up, AC's being built up just slowly on the Ench if that's what they want to go for. We get the go. Maybe even just a full Hurricane Pike to come out from the Ench straight away. I think this is one of the few games where Little Friends might be prioritized as well, that shard to come out for Ducalis.
The battle begins.
So yeah, we'll see. It looks like are they actually going to play the Spirit Breaker? Okay, they're going to be playing 1J here in the... Nope, are they swapping it around? I mean, he's going to be seen by the ward, whichever way he goes, but it looks like they are going to be playing Seneko here in the off lane. Up against the techies. Maybe not, actually. Ducalis is rotating around here. Do they want to put Force in the off lane? Is he taking that Twin Gate up to help out the Lycan? It looks like he is. So yeah, Dominic going to be taking a lot of harass from Ducalis in this lane. Blood Grenades flying out, Impetus is flying through as well. Spirit Lances. I wonder if he goes for any early points into the press the attack, because usually you see the overwhelming odds into the Moment of Courage coming out for LCs, and then you don't really bother with the press the attack until around level 4, level 5. But with the amount of, like, burst damage, I want to call it burst damage, but it's not really. It's just a level of harass to come through. With the Spirit Lance, I suppose it is burst. You know, the Impetus coming through as well. That maybe we see an early point coming out in the press of the attack.
On the path of penitence, Chen.
And yeah, so I mean, this lane, I suppose you have to get on top of the Phantom Lancer for the overwhelming odds to be effective. Dark Lord's still going to take some harass. Actually, just wants to go straight into the Accept here on the PL as well. Ducalis, nothing queued up on his build just yet. I wonder if it is going to be the 4 staff to come out first, and then maybe a Hurricane Pack a little bit later on, and solely focus on that position 5. You know, the Warden's coming out, get yourself a gem, Glimmer Capes, 4 staffs, those kind of items. Just clearly out on the top lane. Taking some harass to come out here. Lycan and the Wolves will be able to put some pressure on. Got to watch out for those sticky bombs as well. Yeah, clearly out going to be taking some damage from the explosion. Losing a whole lot of mana there. Gets some back from the Mystic Snake. The bash comes out on Force Majeure. Force Majeure's got the blast off now as well. If they do get on top of Krilliat, I mean, it's only level 1 into the Mystic Snake. But if they do get on top of Krilliat here, early on, it seems like he is suffering just a little bit here. Blastoff does come through, but charge there. They're going to be able to turn this one around. The techies, the Blood Grenade will be thrown out. Do they have enough damage to take him down? One more right click coming through from 1J into a bash, and it will be 1J getting the first blood. Has to try and get himself away from the Lycan Wolves here. He might be alright with the tangos, but it does mean the techies comes back full health, full mana. So not the worst. As 1J, he gets a high 5 from the tower of all things. Like, proud of you, bud. Bottom lane. Oh, they're going to be able to get a kill onto Ducalis. Cleaning up here, and Ench. Just, yeah, being punished coming out. Moment of Courage picked up here for the Legion Commander. We'll see at level 3 whether it's going to be that 1-1-1 or you want another point here into the overwhelming odds. I mean, the overwhelming odds is probably where you want to go. Again, just be able to get on top of the Phantom Lance and drop that. But he's holding the point for now. That's fair enough. Holding the point. Nah, he goes for the second point in the overwhelming odds. Top lane, Kriya, once again, out of mana. The techies just being able to rip through his mana pool here with the sticky bombs. In fact, sticky bomb comes out. 1J is going to avoid it, though. Goes right back in. Charge comes through. Blast off, though. I think he'll be able to get the course. They're going to be able to get the kill. DK Focus cleans this one up. Force Majeure gets low, but won't be killed off. Down to 60-odd health. And the Mystic Snake on cooldown means that he can just cart himself away here, Force Majeure. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, how's it looking? Nicky Cool, in terms of last hits, only about 4 or 5. No, about 2 now. As Youngies just catch up, but the bottle refill comes out from 1J. Yeah, 1J, it's not even a wasted TP. Because he can just charge himself up to the top lane, and the techies now could be in trouble. Charge comes through, it's going to connect. Where's that bash? Blood Grenade comes out, and it should be another kill. Trying to use the one, but he should still tick down here. Yeah, one more right click. They do get it. They pick up that one. As 1J gets himself 2 on the board. Also going to be the phase boots. One to come out for the Spirit Breaker here as well. Maybe potentially a set of drums into a Boots of Burning here for 1J. Maybe even a Shadow Blade just right off the bat. Chen, he picks himself up. I think it was actually Ducalis' Harpy creep first. But yeah, look at this. The chain lightning bouncing around from the Harpy creep. And Ducalis has to pop himself a salve. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, how's it looking? Nicky Cool, Young G, just again trying to trade off Swashbuckles into Shadow Strikes. What's Nicky Cool's build going to be here? Both heroes in the bottom lane getting really down low. The Shadow Strike being maxed out by the Queen of Pain. 1 point into the Scream. So Neko does come in. Takes away, or has that Alpha Wolf, just to try and get the harass out onto Dominic, but I don't really think Dominic's going to be too bothered here. Young G, level 5. So the Orb of Corrosion is coming out for the Pangolier. Top lane, Force Majeure's going to get low once again. Is there going to be a bash to come through here? They're looking for this Techies. Techies, though, could try and turn this one around. The Sticky Bomb won't connect to 1J. And instead, it gets Krillia out of mana. Well, 1J, any clarities? Any? Nope. Okay, and Force Majeure, he's popped himself this. He's going to be able to come in. The Sticky Bomb now as well. Krillia, he's going to blow up. He's just going to be taken care of now as well. So low. DK Focus, one more right click underneath the tier 1 tower. No, he doesn't connect on the right click. And now turns around onto 1J. 1J could go down here. Sticky Bomb, it doesn't connect. 1J will be away. Mid-animation. And DK Focus, too worried about taking the tower shots there. Thinking he might not be able to get that last hit. And yeah, it just leaves Medusa to be able to slither away. Blast off though, 1J avoids it, moves himself in. Who got the Lotus Fruit? Or was it the Spirit Breaker? Was he holding on to that? I know it looks like, yeah, he got himself around. He picks up the Lotus Fruit. Krillia going to be going back to the base. Keeping himself right back in the lane. Full mana now as well for the regen from the fountain. Mystic Snake's going to bounce around. Just get that little bit of mana that he was lacking back here. Bottom lane, though. Do they actually go into Ducalis? Ducalis, again, taking a lot of harass. Dominic, yeah, level 5, 1 point into the press of the attack. Will be able to just sustain that way, heal himself up. Going towards... What's he got coming out on the courier here? As it looks like the chase down here, 1J looking to try and take this one away from Force Majeure. Force Majeure, though, who really will be able to get this one? The blast off comes through, and the stun, it's going to go to the Force Majeure. He does pick it off, the blast off just in time. 1J does a little bit of harass, but it looks like both Wisdom Runes go into the respective teams. As DK Focus, once again, going to be taking some harass to come through. Does 1J want to go for the charge? The charge is off cooldown. Underneath the tier 1 tower now, DK Focus, Queen of Pain, going to be rotating into this one. So, I mean, there's no level 6 on the Legion Commander just yet as well. Dark Lord on the bottom lane. He gets pretty low. The Wolves will scout out the Queen of Pain, so the Queen of Pain is just going to TP back into the mid lane. Yeah, it makes sense. As 1J's got to be careful here, a Sticky Bomb into a Blast Off. Force Majeure might be able to get the kill, and 1J just has to back himself away. The Wolves, stalking him out. Not a lot of, if any, regen here for the Spirit Breaker in this lane. Mid lane. Rotation. They're going to go for the charge. Where does the rune spawn? It's going to be top. So it is going to be Nicky Cool with a double damage rune here, being bottled up. Really nice one. And now, I mean, you've got the LC looking towards that level 6. This is a perfect time to rotate the old Krilliat. Is he going to be able to get himself away from this one? He's got it full mana, well, not full mana, but half mana back now as well, full health. Weren't able to get that kill. Car's looking for what he can. LC is going to be 2 creeps away. DK Focus, though, does get the kill. Oh, Krilliat, one more right click would have been enough to get the kill into Force Majeure, but I think he'd be able to go. LC. The duel comes out a little bit later on. They do get the kill into Krilliat this time. DK Focus with the chase down. Nicky Cool, double damage rune being popped here. He's already used that TP as well onto the Queen of Pain, so it's up in 8 seconds. That double damage rune is going. Duel is up on the bottom lane, but no gap closer for the LC. Blink Dagger is still going to be about 800 gold away. So, Young G down here now as well. Queen of Pain just going to do what he can in the mid lane with this double damage rune just to push it out. While Young G is down here on the bottom lane. But Chen, he does go top. Maybe looking for the lane switch now as well. The Twin Gates, that will be a really nice one to have. The Chen up here because he's getting close to that mechanism. Just the extra heals to come through. The Mana Boots probably could have been up next with the Chen as well. And yeah, so you protect the LC in lane while she gets the early start, the duel coming through. And now you can get aggressive with a lane swap coming out. Or maybe just leaving the LC to solo farm. While the Spirit Breaker rotates in, Chen going to go for the wraparound. Is he going to be spotted by a wolf? Looks like the wolf gets pulled back just in time. Was that charge? DK Focus. Yeah, the charge is going to be here now as well. They're going to get this collapse. Even with the rotation coming through, the TP, is he going to be up for the bash? It was a last-ditch attempt to try and get himself away. But 1J there, with the bash on command, wasn't able to pick up the kill. While this is going on, though, there's going to be the 2 supports from the side of cybercats in the mid lane. It leaves that mid lane open just a little bit here. They move themselves towards the rune, but the rune will spawn at the bottom. It's going to be that illusion rune now as well. The charge coming through. Going to be cancelled out. Force Majeure was the target, but Young G will be able to get himself towards the illusion rune. Picks that one up. Now going to TP to the top lane. I mean, he's coming through. Has the mana boots. No diff blade on the Pango just yet. Has he bought anything up? Just TP scrolls. So net worth-wise, I mean, the Pango going to be a little bit behind the Queen of Pain here. LC. 1 creep away. In fact, just passive gold now. 15 gold away from being able to pick up the Blink Dagger on Dominic. And let's see. Does he want to try and take this Twin Gate, or is this a bait here? Towards his top lane. He's bought up the Blink Dagger. He's sending his career towards the top lane now as well. There could be no Stone Gaze on the Medusa, even at level 7 yet, so doesn't want that early point in it to try and defend herself if things do kick off. Mid lane, though, Force Majeure. Is there going to be another bash? There's not. The Techies gets the TP away.
Radiant's middle
I'll
tower
see.
is under attack.
You see hiding in the trees. I think they had a rough idea. The LC was taking the Twin Gate, though they might actually go for another backstab here, because the Phantom Lancer is so pushed up on this bottom lane. Dark Lord will show. Let's give it the charge coming through now as well from the Spirit Breaker. It only connects onto the illusions. 1J's got to be careful, though. Did he want to try and make a move happen on this top lane? Because maybe they spot out DK Focus. DK Focus already got himself the Helm of the Dominator up. 1J trying to do what he can to protect this bottom lane, tier 1. I mean, yeah, the LC does have this blink. Do they have enough burst damage, though, without the Queen of Pain to get a kill? Tier 1 tower on the top lane will fall. Going away with StoRm here. Lycan gets the deny. Okay, I see that. The well played's coming out from Dark Lord here as well. Proxy mines are starting to get dropped. As yeah, we're gonna see. I mean, while this is going on, Dominic, he was looking to get aggressive. It was kind of telegraphed, which is why you see cybercats in the top lane just move themselves away. While this is going on, the Phantom Lance is getting free farm. He is straight up. We take a look at the odds. Yeah, StoRm, it's going to be shifting here quite dramatically. A flip on the odds between the two teams. The Phantom Lance are going straight into the Axe. And then Diffusal Blade to follow up. He's already got himself the point booster here. So it's going to be extra survivability to come through. Which means it's going to be harder to kill him off. And then after that, Diffusal Blade comes out into a Manta style, so even more stats. And Dark Lord, I mean, he's 5th in terms of net worth, but it's not too far away. It's, what, 600 gold between him and a Medusa? Yeah, I know. I mean, he's fine in free farm. So he's not really going to be too fussed about this difference in gold. One good team fight, one good kill. Speaking about one good kill, though, I think he'll be able to get the kill into 1J. 1J is going to try and get himself away, but there's going to be the proxy mine coming through. Sonic Wave, it does pop. They're going to be able to get the kill into Force Majeure before 1J goes down. Ducalis does get it as Krilliat rotates in, and now the duel comes through. Do they get the kill into Young G? It looks like they will not, but still going to be able to get the stuns and get the kill after that duel wears off. So no victory for the LC. As he does want to build towards the Blade Mail, but still a really nice just to control out the Pango.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, smoke scan coming through here from the Lycan. So the Lycan, he's just playing it safe. Moving himself away, especially with this Wisdom Rune coming up now as well. Proxy Mine goes down. The Wolf's going to scout out the Queen of Pain once the smoke breaks as well. Proxy Mines should pop. Is it going to be the Queen of Pain here? Sticky Bomb goes down. You've got the Centaur from DK Focus just standing on top of it. And yeah, it's still the Wisdom Rune straight off 1 for 1. So it was cheeky from the side of StoRm, but it doesn't pay off. Just keeps Nicky Cool's attention for a little bit now as well. And Queen of Pain, not even going to be the Sanj, unless it's coming out on the courier. Is it coming out on the courier? It's not, because the courier's just delivered items here to Nicky Cool. And Nicky Cool going to be the Kaya into the Ags after the Falcon's Blade. So no Sanj yet. No added survivability. As he does pick himself up a Haste Rune. We'll see what he's going to try and do with this one. You've got the Phantom Lancer in the jungle looking for the farm. LC now, again, still looking for the Blade Mail. Going to be able to get himself up at least the Broadsword. Tier 1 token for the neutral item coming through here as well for LC. But they are grouping up. The proxy mines are going to pop, so that's the early warning system here. But maybe smoke coming through. Do they want to make a move with the Phantom Lancer? I don't actually think they saw him. But they're going to have a rough idea of where he is after scouting out the jungle. They're looking for the smoke break. That's an illusion. It's just an illusion. He hides himself in the trees, though. Oh, boy. Yeah. Well, nobody saw that one. Nobody saw that. That's fine. That's fine. Nobody saw it. But the duel, for some weird reason, is now on cooldown. Nobody can say why. Maybe it's just a bug. So for the next 34 seconds, charging to the mid lane, though. Bit of damage coming through. Krilliat, what's he looking towards? Straight up into that butterfly. Is it even the Manta style to come out for the Medusa as well? It looks like, no, it's just a straight up butterfly, I think. Yeah, Courier back in the fountain, so yeah, just the Asher. Dragonlance into the butterfly here for the Medusa. Maybe just trying to get that full mischance coming through from the PL while he can. And then back into the Manta style, maybe even a Skadi afterwards. And
Dire's middle tower is under
we shall
attack.
see. DK Focus. Helm of the Overlord comes out here for the Lycan. 3-1-1 as well on the Lycan. Which, you know, Helm of the Overlord starts to come out. He can start to put pressure onto this top lane. Start to put pressure onto the tier 2. Maybe force some rotations out here from the side of StoRm. And force them to react. As LC will have that Blade Mail to come through now.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So let's see, grouping up in the mid lane from the side of cybercats. Young G, just trying to do what he can. The Diff Blade is out into the Lincoln Sphere here for Young G as well. So let's see, smoke. Yeah, will finally come out from the side of cybercats. Where are they making a move though? Because you take a look, StoRm are paired up, only 1J away from the rest of his team. And it looks like he's just trying to scout out, you know, see where everybody is. The rotation come through. Smoke. Does it break underneath the creeps? Well, they're going to see Force Majeure, so 1J. And again, what lockdown did he really have? Unless the blast off works and lands. Yeah, 1J is just going to be able to kite himself away from this one. And it's not even like he's really peeling off here. It's just, he's just walking. 3, 4 heroes. Do they have the lockdown? They might have the disarm, but do they have enough? They're slow for the charge now. They might have enough to get the kill. They will have enough to get the kill. You know, 1J put into super slow-mo. From the enchant coming out from the Enchantress. The Sticky Bomb landing there as well. Young G with a Diffuser Blade slowdown as well. The... Oh, Okay, so the scout through from the Chen creeps. They will be cleaned up. It's like sending the drone through the Stargate first. You know, if it doesn't have any vision, like a camera reception on the side, that Stargate needs to be closed and sealed up. What can you do? Charge coming out into Ducalis. I mean, the blade mail's up now for the LC, so they're going to try and make a move onto this one. The duel comes through, connects with the charge as well. Do they have enough damage to get the kill? Yep, that's going to be the first kill on the board. 18 extra damage, because at level 10, you do get that +8 dual victory damage. And now this might open up the Roche pit as well for the side of StoRm. StoRm just going to be able to sit in this pit. Yeah, and I don't think cybercats are going to be able to contest this one. So 18 minutes coming up to 19 minutes. It's going to be the first Roshan being taken fairly quickly here as well. We have the Solar Crest onto the Chen. So he's going to be able to reduce the armor of Roshan. And Roshan, yeah, it's going to be taking a lot of damage. You've got the Orb of Corruption coming out as well. So that's an extra 3 on the armor reduction coming out. And yeah, it's... Okay, still, again, 20 minutes in, not the quickest Roshan in the world, but uncontested here. Aegis for the Medusa. So the second chance at life. And yeah, Spirit Breaker going to be able to finish off the drums, going towards the Shadow Blade after that. How's everybody else looking? Nikki Cool has started on the Axe. Pretty much, let's see, another 1,400 gold, 1,300 gold from completing that one. How's the PL doing with his Axe? Got it complete up. Diffusal Blade's out for Dark Lord now as well. He's caught up really well with it in terms of the farm priority. Farm ranking, I guess you call it. Being second, only about 1,500 gold behind the Medusa. Which, you know, a Medusa with a split shot, not really being pressured, that's an alright feat for Dark Lord. Even with his illusions popping out every so often to say hello. You just have constant, consistent damage on the Medusa. So yeah, it's going to be the Mantis Styles come out from Phantom Lancer next. Already started on the Yasha. Once that is out, it looks like the heart for the Phantom Lancer. And then, I think they've already seen the Butterfly being complete, so it's maybe going to be a Bloodthorn after that. StoRm going to start on this Tormentor at the top. Who is going to get it? It's going to be between the Chen and the Spirit Breaker. Could be the Chen. So you get the Holy Persuasion, allows Holy Persuasion to target Ancient Creeps, can control up to 1, 2, 3 Ancient Creeps based on the Hand of God level. Additionally, levels up some abilities of Creeps by 1 level. Okay, so Ancients now on the board for Chen.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Only a couple of levels away from having the second one now as well. LC rotating towards the top lane through this Twin Gate. BKB still going to be, was it Recipe as well as the Mithril Hammer, so still going to be about 2,600 gold away here for the LC. We'll see what he's going to be able to do farm-wise. Taking the Twin Gate back towards the bottom lane. Maybe looking to group up with the Queen of Pain here. Techies is close. Dark Lord, though, showing. Techies going to hide behind in the fog of war. Yeah, it might be a 4v5 here, because the Lycan... I mean, the Lycan can TP to the tier 2 tower. And we'll see the proxy mines in that circle already being planted. So if the Blink comes out, or if the High Ground Invade comes out now, Spirit Lance slowed down by the Diff Blade. Spirit Breaker, he's going to try and keep himself healthy. He's going to be the Hand of God as well as the duel on the backline now as well. Do they get the kill onto the Pango? The Pango's going to go down. The victory goes the way of the LC. They've got this chase priority now as well. Even with all these proxy mines, the Blink in. Do they get a bash out? One more? No. The TP does actually complete from the Phantom Lancer. They lose Young G. They lose out on the Techies. DK Focus tries to TP himself in the wolf form. But yeah, the dual victory now. Legion Commander up to 46 dual damage. Aegis still on the board. The double damage rune still going for Nikki Cool now as well. Fortification forced out on this tier 2 tower. And it looks like with the Ancient Creeps coming in from Sameko, the Black Dragon being pushed in. They want to go for this tier 2 tower. They're going to be able to clean it up. And nothing really Cybercats can do. So again, with all those proxy mines being down, the damage wasn't enough to clean up a quick kill onto the LC or the Spirit Breaker. Hand of God came out. The Mechanism came out as well from the Chen. Just keeps the Spirit Breaker going. In fact, Chen going to go back for a Crimson Guard now as well. So full utility position 5 hero on this Chen. Meanwhile, already the LC looking for another duel. The Phantom Lancer, though, going to back himself away. Using the Doppelganger, just going to pop an illusion. Maybe trying to bait something out here. Maybe try and bait out another duel. But it will fade. It will pop. before the blink comes in. Ench just gotta be careful. Oh, might have actually been spotted out. Yeah, has to go for the TP away. Was spotted out by one of the couriers. And doesn't want to play it cute. Doesn't want to look for courier snipes. Just immediately just leaves. Not sure where the LC is. And they just immediately run themselves. Just TPs himself out. So let's see. Drum's going to be popped in. And Medusa looking to push down. Yeah, they're going to go for the other Tormentor now as well, so it should be this time. Well, it's between the Spirit Breaker and the LC. No. Wait, who already has this? Does Spirit Breaker already have a shot? Oh, LC already has her shot. Okay. So, yeah, well, that was the buy up there coming through from Dominic. Which I suppose is nice. Now you can cast it in the duel itself. That you do get that extra armor to come through. It's not bad. For 1400 gold extra armor, it's actually really nice. So you can get yourself in, get the duel going with your blade mail, and then just pop that all Luminance for the extra armor. Dominic just clearing off the proxy mines now as well with the heals from that press the attack.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Just bottom lane. Queen of Pain. What's he got? He's got the Acceptor up now on Nicky Cool. Gonna go back. Yeah, we'll take a look at the graphs. Radiant have a 7% win chance probability. Which, you know, there is a chance. We've seen bigger swings than that. But it just feels like StoRm are playing this really comfortably, getting themselves through this game. Playing it really safe as well. Medusa, he just has worn off. Roshan's going to be up in at least 2.5 minutes. But you have this Butterfly out now. You have the Monster out from Medusa. Net worth-wise, he's going to be about 4,000 gold above the Phantom Lancer, which is pretty much one item here the Medusa has on the Phantom Lancer. And the PL.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Let's see what he actually wants to go towards here. It's still going to be the Manta Stout to come out for him. Going to be about halfway towards his ultimate orb.
It's not over until I win.
Fair enough. Yeah, double smoke coming out from the LC as well as the Spirit Breaker. Dominic, though, they're not really going to be finding anything. As it looks like, I mean, cybercats playing it safe. They're using the buddy system. They're grouped up. Phantom Lancer just playing outside of the high ground here. So if a jump does come in, there's going to be TPs. There could be a quick response. But speaking about quick response, who is getting charged? It is going to be Young G. Through the trees, they cancel the charge on 1J. I thought you might have connected onto that. Maybe again, just not sure where everyone else is. And they, yeah, no, they let that charge go, even though the TP was coming out from Young G. He could have connected, cancelled that one. The Queen of Pain was rotating, and they were spotted by the wards, which is why the TP came out. So we'll see a smoke up, 4-man smoke coming out from the side of cybercats. What can they do with this? Scan from the Radiant. They're looking inside their own jungle. Zeus Relution's pushing in. There's the group of Storm in the mid lane. Do they want to go for a smoke themselves? I mean, the Chen isn't here. So it's going to be, at most, a 4v5. The Wolf scouted out into Dominic now as well. Just following Dominic around. The jump comes in, though. The blink. Do they have the control? Linked Sphere going to be broken here. Young G. And the Rolling Thunder going to be used defensively on Young G. Has to use it to get himself away. Will be wearing off. And he's back on the high ground.
The Legion is grateful.
But that means that's going to be the Rolling Thunder down now. And now the Chen's going to be coming towards this mid lane. Tier 3 tower being put under pressure. Dominic just going to be able to sit on the front lines. The heal comes up as well to press the attack. If he takes too much damage from the tier 3, Flashbuckle comes in. The disarm, though, he's going to be able to press the attack off and walk himself away from this one. The illusion's coming through from the Phantom Lancer, doing a lot of mana burn damage here. Dominic, well, he gets punished just a little bit from that. Has a clarity in his backpack, though. He knew this was coming. Just, again, they continue to push down. So the tier 3 tower will fall.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Charge away from 1J. Shadowblade up as well for the Spirit Breaker. That's going to be really nice for him. Just the movement speed, being able to get in and out of a fight without being really scouted out. Unless there's is there a gem on the deck for the Radiant?
This will do nicely.
Cybercats, nobody rocking a gem. Well, they'll probably learn that lesson the hard way here. As the Shadow Blade, like I say, Spirit Breaker will be able to complete that up.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire
Wisdom
are
Rune gets
scanning.
denied by Krilliat. As Krilliat just using these illusions to push in the top lane. Roche, 48 seconds. I wonder if... I mean, 48 seconds, so it's going to be coming up on minute 29. And is that enough time
Dire's middle tower
for the start of
is under
Storm
attack.
to take it down? Well, maybe they're going to be able to find a fight actually, because Dark Lord, the smoke's going to break here. Backline, they're going to try and go. Nikki Cool's going to be jump in, but the Rolling Thunder comes out. Do you have enough damage to get the kill onto the Medusa once? He's going to be completely out of mana now as well. Yeah, Krilliat's going to get low, but the Hand of God to completely heal up here. He doesn't have the mana, but they're going to be able to get the duel onto the techies. Nikki Cool with a double kill. They're going to be able to go for more. DK Focus gets completely controlled here by the Spirit Breaker. The TP away from Young G as well as the Ench.
Sound stretch. Sound
Just
stretch.
perfect timing there. And yeah, Krilliat doesn't even go down. He got low. But the Hand of God, the mechanism coming through from the Chen, keeps him... the protection as well from the Crimson Guard fully keeps him alive there. So even out of mana, Krilliat is going to be absolutely fine after that fight. And he completely got his mana burnt there. Just absolutely torn away from him. Down to about his last 10th of health before the saves came out from the Chen. It is going to be quick respawns on the Cybercat side, but I don't think they're going to be able to contest this Roshan take. And yeah, with the Medusa coming in, Dominic's going to be able to get himself in the pit now as well, just quickly plinking away at him. I think this is the BKB complete for the Legion Commander as well. Once it does fly out on the courier, which is making its way... Where is it? It's not making its way. But anyway, BKB for the LC, Aegis for the Medusa, Cheese for the Queen of Pain. Quab's looking really, really strong. Going towards the Shiva's Guards next as well for the Queen of Pain.
Precious blood.
Your eyebrows.
Krilliat will be scouted out by these wolves from coming out from DK Focus, just constantly around the map. Trying to scout out, because, I mean, it is free vision, with the wolves being invis as well, unless you have a gem of the century, so you're not really going to be able to scout them out. But with this Aegis, I think Storm try and walk themselves up the high ground, try and break the space. You've got the techies maybe on the back lines here, trying to skip this creep wave. Yeah, the blast off comes through. It's going to be locking down on these creeps, but immediately TP comes out now as well. Force Majeure, if he gets spotted out, the fortification is going to be used here. So 1J, Nether Strike comes through. This might be a duel. It will be a duel. They just say thank you very much. Creep wave will go down, but that's going to be more and more damage stacking up for the LC. 102 bonus duel victory damage coming through for him. And yeah, the Medusa going into a Daedalus now as well, this Aegis. Again, I think this is where you start to step up to the high ground, because you easily clean up the creeps.
Penance.
And Shineko just going to solo this Tormentor, it looks like, with his big stack of creeps. Yeah, he's just going to easily be able to take this one down. And who gets it? 1J, he finally gets himself a shot. Hooray! Yeah. The Radiant one isn't going to be up for another 3 minutes or so, because I think Storm took it around the 24-minute mark, if I'm remembering correctly. Spirit Breaker going towards his... actually got the Boots of Burning coming out on him, I think, now, on his courier. If I can find it. There it is. Yep, Boots of Burning comes out. So he's got the phase boots, he's got the bongo drums. Bongo boots, even. I think this is where they try and step up. 32 minutes in, you've got this Aegis for what, another 2 minutes? Yeah, 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Daedalus isn't too far away, but I think, I mean, not going to put... you could probably swap out the Dragonlance actually here. Medusa is going to be stepping up onto the high ground. They come through onto this one. Again, Aegis coming through, so trying to burn down. They even have the cheese on the Queen of Pain to pass it over. Krilliat effectively has a third life here if that Aegis does get popped. So they do break one of the racks.
Has fallen.
One lane of
has
Rax
fallen.
does go down. Now they can try and work on this the second lane here. The techies again, just trying to split push out towards the top lane. But again, he's got to be careful about showing. If he does show, charge comes through from the Spirit Breaker, TP charge in. So he's going to be actually TPing himself back, maybe looking for a base defense here. Drums do get popped. Koyak trying to do what he can to the tier 3 tower here now as well. The illusions coming in from the PL. And yeah, without the full lockdown, Koyak's going to be taking a lot of mana damage, but you don't have that lockdown to finish off the kill onto the Medusa. Which... something... well, yeah, it's going to be taking some damage again, being burnt down by the swashbuckle coming through from Young G. The illusion coming through from Dark Lord now as well. But slowly but surely, this tier 3 tower will be whittled away. Aegis is still there. Again, the cheese available as well. Krilliat getting himself towards the level 20, so he's going to have the +2 Mystic Snake bounce, which means he's going to get even more mana back as these fights go on. Backlines here, Ducalis might be caught out. Where's that jump in? They're going to be able to get the kill into Ducalis now as well. Blast off, it does connect onto 2 or 3 heroes. Krilliat's going to be out of mana, but can they get the kill? The jump comes in from Dominic. Dominic, he's just running rampant here in this fight. Holding the duel for now, goes onto the techies, will be able to complete this one. It looks like, yeah, the dive in from Nicky Cool. Nicky Cool completes his kill. Sonic Wave onto Young G. Young G taking a hell of a lot of damage here. And it's 17-5 at 34 minutes and a 30k net worth lead here. And Krilliat, he's going to be able to take down another lane of Rax. Still has that Aegis
Has fallen.
for another 20 seconds or so. And by the time his career gets over here, in fact, he's going to have the gold coming through here for the Demon's Edge. Skadi being shifted in as well. Yeah, there it is, the gold for it. He can get his courier to deliver it, and he's going to have a full Daedalus to come out on the Medusa. So this hero, again, still looking really damn good. Because they don't have the team coordination on the side of cybercats, like that lockdown potential, really only having the blast off. Did the Pango ever go back? Didn't go back for a bash. It could have been going back to relax. That's what I say. The Pango here, the shopping list, it's as long as my arm. The items, the Pango needs to be effective in this game. And Ducalis, nothing to stop the TP. DQ Focus going to go for the TP away. LC pushing out this bottom lane now. Yeah, even going to be able to defend this tier 2 tower. They're just going to go for Mega Creeps, I think. Aegis has been reclaimed, but he's still got that cheese to pass over to Medusa if they really, really need to. Stats coming through from the Skadi as well. 2k mana here on the Medusa. Going towards the BKB as well. Jump in though from the Quap. To be able to get the Shadow Strike onto Ducalis. Nasal Lieutenants do come out here, so Young G, once that fades off, just back into the base. He's going to be, I mean, as fine as he can be being 2 racks down. What have we got in terms of buybacks, though? Medusa, no buyback, bought out gold-wise. The Phantom Lance are bought out gold-wise. Only the Queen of Pain as well as the Lycan have their own buybacks. So we'll see the pushing coming in from the Medusa once again. Looking for this final lane of racks, looking for this final tier 3 tower. The Illusion's just trying to tank it out. Okay, StoRm comes through. One of the illusions gets stolen out here by the Ench.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, the charge. So the Spirit Break Heart does actually finally get completed by the Phantom Lancer. So this is going to make it a little bit harder, but is it too late now for the Phantom Lancer to be able to pull this one out of the back? 3.3k health and Dark Lord. Well, it's going to be slowed down. So once again, Medusa just carries on going onto this rack. Fortification will be used here. Krilliat pops in his Manta style. And we'll just try and go for the walk away from this one. Now, the blast off, it doesn't connect. Taser was the Dark Lord, though, going to be taking a hell of a lot of damage to backlines. He's going to be jumping with the duel. Do they have the control? It doesn't look like it now. Sonic Wave, though, does get popped, gets a kill onto the Enchantress. And it looks like they might be able to go for more now. The Stone Gaze will be used to get the lockdown onto Dark Lord. Nicky Cool going to try and get himself away from this one. The charge, it comes in from the Spirit Breaker. They're going to try and look for this base while you get the kills. Dark Lord, this is the last stand of Cybercats, and it ain't going well. Looks like they maybe put on their backs here to get the kill onto Young G. Dark Lord to fall. Yeah, the GG's going to be called. Even farming out the Lycan in the fountain just before the game ends. Just to rub it in. Just to rub it in just a tiny bit here into Cybercats' noses. And yeah, here, this first game, it was a good start for StoRm. They just carried that momentum through. And again, I think the punishment from Cybercats wasn't there because they didn't have the lockdown. There was a couple of times where the Medusa got down to probably about 40, 50 health. and they just couldn't complete the kill because he didn't have any extra lockdown to follow it up to keep that Medusa in place to take that kill, to, you know, get the lockdown. Probably would have preferred to see Young G go for a basher. Like, item-wise, he got the Lincoln Sphere out, went for the Ags at the very, very end of the game, but even before the Lincoln Sphere, I think it should have just been Diff-Blade Basher, just to try and add the lockdown onto the Medusa. But yeah, the Medusa was able to just free roam around that match. How many kills did they get? Just the one? Yeah, 3, what was that? 3, 1, and 12 for the Medusa. Dark Lord 0, 2, and 0. Some really good rotations came out from cybercats, but like I said, they just weren't able to finish off the kills, which in the end will be the detriment here, which is why StoRm, I mean, not just why StoRm are going to be able to lock out cybercats from game number 1, but it's going to be a big reason, I think. And yes, StoRm were just able to run over them. Nikki Cool 10-0-7 again. Queen of Pain, you don't have any lockdown after the blast off, and the blast off, it isn't a point cast spell. You know, a single target focused lockdown, like a magic missile to come out, or shackles, or a hex, or something like that. Nikki Cool, if he sees it coming, just blinks himself away. So that's going to be game number 1 going the way of StoRm. We'll see if cybercats, you know, stuns win games, and we'll see if they're going to try and win game number 2 with some more stuns, or StoRm, are they going to be able to close this series out in 2? We'll find out after this break.